Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome to a reaction stream. Yeah, not Day Dawn's ARCs today. That would only be happening if we were also talking other news as well. But since I was available, I did at least want to do this live today. Anyway, I wanted to jump into just a small list of things of kind of what I'm expecting here in the stream. And hey, Lord Samuel, thanks for tuning in. One of the things I'm expecting, of course, is what the release date is going to be. The release date is sort of what we're really waiting on at this point here. Some people are saying it's going to be June 9th, some people are saying it's going to be June 23rd. Personally, I'm hoping it's going to be closer to June 23rd, but I guess we'll see. Looks like the stream might have actually just gone live here, so let me go ahead and maximize this at this point. Yeah, aside from that, I'm hoping we're going to hear some details about the global closed beta test survey. I'm hoping today we're also going to learn some more info about the playable area in the game. Let's see. I'm also looking forward to details about max level and endgame. I'm looking forward to potentially what the new PSO2 Day details are going to be for New Genesis. If that is going to be providing any boosts, especially for premium users, and in fact, if they're going to be what the premium user boosts are going to be as well. I'm also hoping we're going to learn a little bit more about the initial roadmap for the game, so we can kind of learn what maybe they're expecting like max level and end game is going to be, and kind of when we should expect like the first patches after that. And then also the other thing we're sort of waiting on at this point here are details for the benchmark. When is it coming out? Is it potentially coming out like during the show? I'm hoping we're going to hear something about that very soon, because they did say that was going to be out at the end of May. And let me turn up the quality here. Yikes, that just went automatically to 144 for some reason. There we go, that's better. Yeah, that's basically what I've got on tap for today here. So hopefully we're gonna get some news about all that here. Let me go ahead and bring down the music here, because this should be starting at any time here. Oops. I did not want you to pop back up there. But yeah, we got a, hopefully we're going to get a lot of the information here. I would also like to learn a little bit more about the desert area, if possible, today. That was shown off a little bit. If you had seen the Japanese PSO2 video that came out recently for PSO2 New Genesis, you would have seen that the map had been expanded in that, showing both West Alio as well as a bit more of the desert area to the east. So I would love to be able to learn a little bit more about that, but I guess we're gonna find out more about that as we go here. Let's see, we are about 2 minutes away at this point here, and I'm hoping. Oh, actually, no. It looks like they're starting right now. They're starting early, unless this is just a fake out here. Yeah, this looks like this is the fake out that we typically get from them. Yeah. So this is just them introducing the stream here. It looks like so. This should go away in just a moment here, and then I guess they'll start the stream after that. Let's see. Beyond that, I really don't have too much else that I'm really expecting here. Oh, and Gideon West, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, Lord Samuel, it is also patch day for Final Fantasy XIV. That's going to be patch 5.55. I got to get back to that series at some point, and I do plan to before Endwalker. But obviously, New Genesis is going to be taking priority for a bit here, unless I can do something with that before New Genesis comes out. We'll have to see. But the next several weeks for me are looking highly suspect. So we'll see. Patch notes are already out, Lord Samuel. If you want to do that. I was looking at them already, actually. But yeah. Focus here today is Prologue 4 for New Genesis here. So we shall see what happens here. This should be going live, according to my clock, in about 15 seconds or so here. So, that's strange, Lord Samuel. I think I went to the 14 Reddit to find it. But yeah, New Genesis. Yeah, hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about the story today as well. I hope Sega finally got the note from me in all the ways I've said it so far about Manon's eyes, that if that is not intentional, that they need to fix that. That the fact that her eyes are colored differently between the starter package and the in-game model. Yeah, so I guess we'll see here. Yep. So, oh, here we go. Counting down.
Hey everyone watching on YouTube, let's get started. PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 4, Sega's world-famous and largely popular online RPG, Phantasy Star Online 2, aka PSO2, will undergo a huge update and be reborn as Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, or PSO2 NGS for short.
This special program is filled to the brim with special points and information you want to know about PSO2 NGS. This time, before the service begins, we'll also be bringing to you Prologue 4, which is the continuation of the introduction we brought to you in April's broadcast of PSO2 NGS.
This is a live broadcast of a pre-recorded program. Please
I can see they've got Manon in the background there.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to respond to them. Thank you for your understanding. I'm sure people are writing all kinds of comments though, like, Yunosi, you're so cute.
There might be some comments like that for you as well. Oh, you're so cute.
Oh yeah, lots of those comments coming my way. Thank you all so much. Oh, it's from my mother. Thanks, Mom. Don't worry, I'm eating well.
That's great. In addition, an English translated version will be broadcasted simultaneously on the global PSO2 YouTube channel. If you would like to view the English version of this program, please watch it there.
Once again,
and that's
I'll
what
be
we're
today's
watching here.
Program's main MC, Yuki Iwai from Haraichi. Also, joining me once again as assistant MC, as she did last time, we have this wonderful lady here.
Hi everyone, I'm the assistant MC, Yunosi. Nice to see you all again.
Well, here we are at last, the fourth installment of the Prologue series.
Yes.
Last time it was announced that this service would finally begin in June. How has the response been around you, Yunosi?
Yeah, the service will be starting really soon, so I've seen a lot of people getting super excited.
That's great. This time, right before the release, there's usually a lot of electricity in the air, a lot of hype.
Yeah, everyone's getting pumped.
Just can't wait. Last time, information on the story and characters were announced. As you can see some of them in the panels behind us. Aina, a kind of beach girl type, as well as the character Manon. Also Garoa.
Lord Samuel, let's try to keep it on New Genesis here.
Heroine. And lastly, Dozer.
Dozer, he's so cool.
You're a Garoa fan, so I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, because he's so cool.
Don't get me wrong, he's cool. I just wasn't expecting you to be into muscles.
He's so cool. My heroine.
When I saw him initially, I thought that was Getting Holt again, but no.
Look forward to this game. So please
It was just the way his body was angled at the moment.
I've still got my newbie mark here, but I'm gonna do my best to let everyone know about the awesomeness of PSO2 NGS.
Alright, let's get started. PSO2 New Genesis Prologue 4. This time as well, we will be introducing to you more important information about PSO2 NGS. To start things off, let's go straight to the first corner. Yunosi, take it away!
PSO2 NGS Hot Information.
Alright, bring on Hero Arai!
With the help of this special guest, PSO2 NGS's official navigator, Hiro Arai.
Happy to join the broadcast.
Hiro, it's great to have you on with us today. We might have some first-time viewers to the program, so would you mind giving us a little self-introduction?
Okay, as mentioned a moment ago, I am the official navigator for PSO2 NGS Hero Arai. As the official navigator, I've been working hard to provide the latest information and help everyone enjoy PSO2 NGS as much as possible, while simultaneously acting as the bridge between players and developers. It's my hope to continue to navigate this game in the best direction possible.
This will be your 4th time joining us on this broadcast. I bet you can't.
They might reveal more characters today, we'll see.
You must constantly have an entourage.
Are you feeling nervous today at all?
Well, relatively.
A bit more at ease.
Oh, you've already gotten used to it then.
Well, I'm more relaxed.
Don't be too relaxed now. Looking forward to this broadcast with you.
Likewise.
Today's broadcast is just before the service launch, but I heard you have a lot of new information to share with us.
Yes, right off the bat, let's check out the following footage.
West Alio.
Let's start off with the new test field, which wasn't shown to the public during the closed beta testing. The first one we will introduce is West Alio. This exploration sector features a beautiful scene facing the ocean.
Yeah!
Incredible!
You can enjoy this ocean view throughout the entire section. Halfia Lake is a section located in the northeast of Central City. No enemies appeared during normal hours, making it a quiet region.
I want to take a trip there.
Yeah, that
So it looks
would
like
be
this
a
will be
great
a
vacation.
gathering zone then.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, so nice.
Ah, this is the place that got destroyed.
Ruins, which is quite the polar opposite from Mount Magnus in the closed beta test, as it's a man-made field with lots of shielding and is a combat sector.
Aha, the panels are still there!
Yeah.
A pod-shaped autonomous turret called a drone can be normalized after a certain amount of attacks and will temporarily support the player. The key to success in this section is using the drone to your advantage in battle.
I see, I see.
Yeah, definitely. And they're not going to be able to rebuild this place until we can figure out how to clear this area out of dolls and everything. Well, it never technically finished building in the first place. As you can see, the panels were still in the process of going up. Alright, Resolve Forest. This was shown to us in, I think, the first prelude. And this is another battle area.
It is inhabited by a large number of vicious enemies and requires a high level of combat power to enter. In comparison to other sectors, this one is much more challenging, as well as drastic change in its field from day to night.
It looks kind of sketchy at night.
Definitely looks totally different at nighttime, though it's a really nice area. Uh-oh. Okay. I see.
Was that a new one? Yeah, that's a new one there.
That's all for introductions of the new fields.
It looks so good,
Yeah, there were lots of pretty places.
especially by the ocean. And now let's start with a review of the slides.
They didn't show us anything about Alio Town, though.
West Alio and
But I'm pretty sure I've already figured out where that's going to be located. It's going to be along the coast in the
It's
southwest
incredible.
section.
Like on the upper
of
right.
Westalia.
Especially since we can't travel anywhere these days.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere, but in the game we could.
Makes me want to go there.
Yeah, I want to go.
But this also gives me the hint that the desert area may not be open at the start.
Special attention to the graphical representation of bodies of water, such as oceans, rivers, and lakes.
I recall discussing something regarding West Alio during our last program.
You remember well. Yes, we did.
Of course.
Last time I introduced Alio Town, which is in West Alio.
Oh, I see.
Getting down to it, the areas are of course beautiful, but the fact that even the water reflects that beautiful scenery, those graphics, it's incredible.
It also mentioned that no enemies appear in that area, so you can just take all the screenshots you want.
You can take them without being interrupted. So nice. Not to mention the sunset. The most beautiful moment is right before the sun disappears beyond the horizon. It really looks like real scenery, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So beautiful.
amazing.
It's, how would you say it? It's almost sentimental.
It
Romantic.
could very well be.
Romantic.
Gideon, I'm looking forward to seeing what else is going to show up. I know we saw one new creature in the forest there. I'm curious if there are going to be any others besides that.
Oh, look, there's two people over there. Then you approach, and they're talking about stuff.
I'd be so embarrassed.
I wonder how far you can swim in this.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to reach the other side, but... All right, let's get to the next slide. Continuing on, the new combat sectors. First up is the Vanford Laboratory Ruins, which is a field very much like its name, ruins.
I am curious about the level ranges for these two areas. One of the things with the closed beta test was that after you got to level 10, you were sort of forced into North Alio that was not actually a combat sector. And so it took a really long time to actually level up in there.
And I were giving special access to play in the Banford Laboratory Ruins.
Yes, we were. We even have some screenshots from it. You could actually climb the walls of the ruins. Unicy seemed to have some trouble with it, though.
Yeah, I did.
Just how it goes. Well, I mean, like, enemies might appear on top of the ruins, right? You know, the rooftop. So there were a lot of chances to climb.
Yeah, there were a lot of shelters. It was great.
Why? You really seem to like climbing.
Actually, that right there might give us a hint, the level range of 10 to 11 in that screenshot.
You even made an acrostic poem about it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So maybe the path is Mount Magnus to Vanford then.
For those places to grab onto to climb, I found so many.
I was so bad at it that by the time I figured out how to do it, the fight was already over. Oh, this scene! This wall! I couldn't climb it for the life of me.
No, you couldn't.
We still don't know anything about the structures that crashed into the ground there, though.
All up wall from there.
You also had that weapon on your back.
My launcher!
The launcher.
Tried it out.
Trying out the new weaponry.
Yeah.
I used the Partisan. It was great. The reach of the Partisan is definitely longer.
Right? So good.
The swiftness and speed
But it looks like PSE bursts will build up in that area as well, so it will be a good grinding area. That area is also capped at 8 players only.
I also used the wired lens.
You seem to really like it, the wired lens.
The wired lance has a great reach and can do a bunch of combos. You can strike the enemy and then use it to fling yourself over the enemy, like teleportation.
Like last time, we played at close range and...
Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds like that might be the gap closer I'm looking
You
for.
can do a lot with close and long range. And this...
So you might have to do a multi-weapon in order to actually get a better gap closer for Sword
Unicy
then.
couldn't climb the wall and showed up late to the party.
Oh, right. I made it.
After all the enemies were defeated, Unicy finally showed up, and so I told her she was late. And even though there were no more enemies left, she just suddenly let off a bunch of photon blasts.
Not only that, I was also aiming at Iwai.
She shot off so many meaningless shots.
You became her target.
Yeah, this
That looks like a
please,
PSC,
not like this.
not a PSC, a photon blast they're firing off.
Listen, I was using a keyboard to play. I meant to pick up an item, and when trying to press the E button, I ended up pressing 3.
You pressed 3 by mistake.
Ah, makes sense.
Look at all the damage you're throwing at me. Oh, here's the wired lance.
Yes, the wired lance.
Ah, the wired lance.
Looking at it,
Wired
this way,
lance still
you
looks
can
pretty
really
nice.
see how long the reach is.
Yeah. Wow. So wide.
How can I say it really felt multifaceted?
Oh, this one. The boss.
The boss enemy.
Yeah, this boss enemy is one of the new ones. Big
Oh, a
Frogga.
new boss enemy.
I was surprised at first. When I began attacking,
So its weak
it just
spot is
kept
on the
blocking
back
all
there.
of my maneuvers, and I couldn't get a single hit in.
The enhancement level. How do I describe this? That electronic thing strapped to it. If you don't destroy that first, it's hard to inflict any damage.
There was one on its shoulder, and I noticed it was flashing, so I thought to attack there first.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. You got to that, and then
It doesn't look
So
like a
that
doll,
broke it,
though.
And I was able to attack it normally.
it was fun.
Yeah, we worked together and took him down.
It
And
looks
I
like it
became able to climb
might be more of an
walls.
altar,
Yeah, you got
actually.
much better at it.
Yeah, now I was even faster than you at some point.
Yeah, there was a time she got to the top faster than me. This is starting to sound like a wall climbing competition.
Yeah, it's starting to sound like parkour.
I'd love to try it though. It was so much fun. I really want everyone watching to be able to play this ASAP.
The footage of us playing will actually be released at a later date, so please stay tuned for that.
Oh, that's
This
gonna be
Red
interesting.
Forest seems to have a high combat power requirement. Does that mean this is a high difficulty field?
Oh, yes, it is. This is an even more challenging combat section than the Vanford Laboratory Ruins that the two of you played.
Whoa, that seems tough. Just from the looks
Now,
of it,
are
the
players
enemies
going to
seem
get
be more
locked out
vicious
based on
and
their battle
harder.
power?
Yeah, speaking of which, let's move on to new information about enemies.
Okay, more enemies.
I wonder what kind of
Dolls
monsters
or
there
rook.
It's huge. Something's flying.
Or
Oh yeah.
Ha! That's an interesting one.
it's
And
kind
I'm
of
looking.
It kind of looks like it could be a bird.
Okay, maybe not so cute.
It changed.
I think I'm gonna need to get another look at these later to find their hexagons.
Can't avoid that attack.
Looks like it's got a wide range attack. Varus, what's that?
That looks like a shield user.
What just happened?
Or it sends out little bits or
They
something.
started shooting. They're coming back. There's more targets. Whoa, that looks super tough. Oh, okay. Oh, they come after you.
Their movements are really rough.
That's some range, seriously.
Oh, big Frogga.
Yeah, big Frogga.
Okay, Big Frogga, that looks like something that's on the coast area of Wapal. Except now it's got fur, I guess.
Ah, one of those all over the place guys. Those can be a pain to handle.
LD Scythe.
LD Scythe?
That looks like that could be... Huh.
It's like a small scythe.
It's one of those.
Okay, where are the
get
grass
targeted
assassins?
during
Because
Frogga
that's what should be
fights.
there,
Yeah.
actually.
So we saw a lot of enemies just now. Shall we check out the next slide?
Looks strong, but pretty.
Okay, so it looks like a rook is actually...
These are the dolls
It has, like,
we win.
multiple forms then.
First off, we have these orc. They give off the impression of some sea creature.
Or orc, I
like a
guess, is
squid
what they're
or an
calling it.
octopus.
Technically, the doll's design was based off the motif of manta rays. They are characterized by their long-distance attacks while flying, as if swimming through the sky.
Do manta rays have tentacles like that?
They just come out like blah. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, they were kind of gross, weren't they? Well, in any case, this is just the motif. When they lose their strength, their wings expand back like tentacles, and they change to strike with more wild close-range attacks.
The tentacles would almost strike down like a whip. It looks super strong.
When it still had the wings, it was kind of cute though.
Then it revealed its creepy side.
So that's
And then
following
there's
with
the
the whole
other one.
start blue and then turn
They did
to
like a rocket punch.
basically a fruit punch coloring.
Yes, normally they use their 6 arms like a shield to protect the core, which is the weak point in its stomach. However, when it attacks, it flings its arms to
Yeah,
perform
Gideon,
various
the only one that
So
really
in other
might have
words,
given them some
Cole
trouble
exposed during its
was
offensive
the
measures,
sniper on
perfect opportunity to
basically
counter.
the doll in the form of an AT-AT essentially.
So that means we fought some orcs earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you guys played against them in the footage earlier.
You know, when you're fighting in the air, it's really hard to get in a good shot at close range.
Yeah, that's true.
At first, I just felt like I was constantly targeting their tails.
Yeah, well, the tails just kind of hang down, so it makes it easy to just slice it. And let's continue on with the next slide. You mentioned the new Altars enemies, Big Frogga and LD Scythe. Could you tell us more characteristics on them?
First of all, the big frogga.
Once
is
we're
a
done with the
powerful
stream, I'm going to
frog-like
want to try to go
enemy
back
that
and see if I
jumps up
can
and down
take
as it
another look
attacks.
at those new dolls just to see if I can locate their
As with
hexagons or
other
not.
altars, the power of its attacks increase at night.
Oh, so that's why it's a frogga.
Maybe going frame by frame will help me find that.
Doesn't really look like a frog at all.
I mean, we fought it, but it just didn't look like a frog.
Like with the aforementioned Manta and now the frog, the development team of NGS seemed to have a unique choice of designs.
Yeah, I guess.
Unique.
Now, on to the other enemy, LD Scythe. This is a mantis-like enemy that attacks with the sickles on both of its arms. In addition to its high attack power, it also has the ability to strengthen surrounding enemies, making it quite a powerful threat.
But knowing it has this buff ability, I'll be sure to take it out first when it appears.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Even with this lineup of baddies, it still holds up pretty strong though.
Yeah.
That's all for enemies. Shall we move on to the next bit of information?
Please, next up, as I mentioned last time, we talked about the story and characters. Today we have even more new information for you. Please check out this video.
Alright, another video.
私はラン、このセントラルシティ所属のオペレーターです。シティのリーダーであるクロフォードがあなた方と話がしたいと。
Ah, there's the bridge. The one that a player glitched into.
Ren!
So we have Ran and
二人ともよく来てくれた。
Oh,
セントラルリーダーの
What?
クロフォードだ。
Crawford. Why do they look like they come out of,
アークスとして
I don't know, Star Ocean?
欲しい。
それで、私たちは何をすればいい？
Wait,
昔は人が住んでいたの？記憶によれば。
okay, that would be the Phantasy Star Nova connection if that's real.
フォード研究所あたり、大型ドールズ接近。こちらには何も。
Because Tri-Ace
what?
also worked on Star Ocean.
データ照合。ダイダルと特定。
Ditail? Okay.
There was a lot of story there.
Yeah, the new characters are already showing up together. All right, let's move on to the next slide. The protagonist visits Central City and meets the central leader Crawford and the operators. After accepting Crawford's request, you will head off to Vanford Laboratory Ruins, and there awaits... So, Hiro, Central City was the first starting point in the closed beta test, right?
Yes, as I mentioned in the previous broadcast, after the official launch, all players
Yeah,
will
so-
start from Elio Town. After
looks
that,
like-
you'll be able to reach Central City as you progress through the story.
I don't think I was able to go to this command center like area in CBT.
In CBT, you could enter up to the tower entrance in the center of the city, but after the official launch, you will be able to enter this command room using a teleporter from there.
Yeah, it's basically right next to the food to the food and juice bar.
Now is voiced by Kappei Yamaguchi-san. What kind of character is he?
Yeah, Crawford is the character in charge of.
But I'll also
art
say
on
that
the
this
planet
character kind of
Alpha
looks
and feels it is
a little bit
to
like
make
they
the
feel
lives
like
of the people living on
they
Alpha
came from
as peaceful as
Algol in a
possible.
way.
He has a gentle
Just the
and
way that
warm
they're dressed,
personality, and while he always seems to be in a relaxed mood, he is a
specifically
very
one
good
of the
commander.
world ships that
The Hawkeye!
This is one
that
character will
Phantasy
have
Star
a
3
big
Generations of
following.
Doom takes place
This
in.
isn't your type, right, Yunosi?
Yeah, that's right. I like my men with more sex appeal.
Dude, you like the muscly ones.
Yep.
She likes them swole. Garoa?
But it's just a feeling. I'm not saying that this is actually an Algol connection here. It's just how their costume kind of feels.
Sounds really kind.
He's slim, too. Let's continue with another slide. And here's a new cutie. To support the heroes and their adventures is a new operator, Ran, voiced by Yumiri Hanamori-san. Looks like we got a new operator girl.
Yes, Ron is one of the operators in the command center who reports directly to Crawford.
I have my doubts that that's a
Originally a
Luther.
operator, she was recently selected to become a new command center operator. She has a cheerful, positive personality and is a hard worker.
Wait, wasn't this character also in CBT?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she was. When the emergency quest was announced, she appeared a bit, but only through comms. Among the users there was a little bit of talk about who the voice actor was.
After all, female operators are indispensable for science fiction things, aren't they? Super cute.
So this was
I'd
our
like to see
Sierra
what this girl's
stand-in
like
then.
in her private life. Off hours, you know.
When she's not at the office?
Let's continue on to the next slide. Ran and her colleagues, the sweet operators, are Liu Lin, voiced by Eri Inagawa-san, Orange, voiced by Risa Shimizu-san, Rossa, voiced by Michiko Kaiden-san. So there are more operators than just Ran.
Yes, although they didn't appear in the video earlier,
I see the Doommen on the
these
right
three
there.
are also stationed in the control room as Ran's senior operators. Liu Lin is cool, calm, and collected. Orange is laid back and easygoing. Rosa is a big sister type and a caring person. They all have their own unique personalities.
ロッサは本当にこれ見てください、中の部分。
そうだね。
かなり下のところまで出してますよね。ギリギリです。
角みたいなの生えてるの可愛くないですか？
本当だ、角が生えてる。
Yeah, I can't deny, I'd have to go with Rosa.
What about you, Hiro?
Well, Liu Lin.
No mistake, Hiro is a Liu Lin type.
You look like you'd like her.
Yeah, I do.
Now that I think about it, I never asked about your type or preference before now. I got curious.
I think I'd need to
Orange's cute
learn about
too.
these characters a bit
If we're
more
talking
before I
marriage, I'd say
choose any of them.
I can see that.
You like the laid-back types.
Orange is just going at her own pace.
Probably wouldn't fight.
She would probably be a great mom.
Yeah, I can see that.
さあ、ということで
So that's all for the story and character information.
Yeah, I know.
はい、その辺は以上でございます。
Hiro, would you mind continuing on to the next bit?
It'd be my pleasure. Continuing on, I'm going to introduce some new player-related information and other specifications that were not implemented in the CBT. Before that, please check out this clip.
Alright, here we go again.
I would like to touch on simplified movement. By configuring the simplified movement icon onto the main palette, you will be able to perform normal attacks, photon arts, and techniques.
Oh, they brought over the thing from Lester into New
And
Genesis.
automatically uses the appropriate action depending on your distance from the enemy. By using this feature, even those who aren't good at action games can just use the simplified movement and the dodge button to fight.
I hope they're going to reward players that actually do this for real, though, with some higher damage.
Next up is information regarding class skills. Using a normal attack with the same weapon after using multiple photon arts allows you to skip to the 4th combo string. The weapon action of the wired lance is changed on command.
Ah, nice!
After using a photon art, the later action can be used immediately. Charge towards an enemy at a specific timing when using photon arts with the twin dagger. This shortens the cooldown timer of the launcher weapon action. The area of effect on the charge attacks of a launcher will increase. The amount of PP recovered when attacking enemies other than bosses increases. PP recovery when attacking is increased without requirement with this skill. When activating a technique after successfully guarding with a rod, a photon bullet of the same element as the technique will be added as an attack. Consume meter gained for attacking to perform a special attack with a talus. A main class only class skill that adds an effect which increases natural PP recovery when using Shifta Deban's natural PP recovery.
Okay, that at least gets Tector some faster photon points back there.
Activating this temporarily makes you immune to being launched into the air or knocked back for a certain period when equipped with a wand. The normal attack will also reflect enemy attacks when active.
So Tector gets
The
Iron
Gather
Will?
Party members feature allows party members to be moved next to you.
Or no,
When gathering all
Hunter...
party members in one location when
Oh, I
playing
can't remember what it's called now. Oh, there's finally some sort of a gather party member feature. Okay.
That was it for other elements.
Massive Hunter is the one I was thinking of. So Tector, it looks like they're getting that through Wand Lovers then.
Let's go on to the next slide. So, about those hunter and fighter skills, is there a skill that caught your attention, Yunosi?
Actually, yes. The skill called Another Art Skip Attack caught my attention, as in the earlier explanation, it was stated that you will be able to skip to the 4th attack, which I didn't quite understand.
Performing a normal attack after a photon art, normally the first attack in the combo will activate. However, by learning this skill when using separate photon arts consecutively with the same weapon, if you normal attack afterwards, you will be able to perform the 4th attack in the string.
Is the 4th attack stronger than the first in a string of attacks?
Yes, as you approach the second half of the 1 to 5 attack string, the attack becomes more and more powerful. The 5th attack has about the same strength of a photon art, so by connecting 2 photon arts together into a 4th or 5th attack, you can perform very strong attacks. Normal attacks also recover PP, so it's much more efficient than just connecting 3 photon arts together.
So I could see Hunters going Photon Art 4-5, Photon Art 4-5, Photon Art 4-5, over and over and over, keeping their photon points up, and just doing a whole bunch of damage that way.
Can this be used for weapons other than swords?
Yes, since it's a hunter skill, it can be utilized for wired lances and partisans as well.
The class skill has Hunter at the end of it, so are there similar skills for other classes as well?
Well, keep in mind, Gideon, that part of it is the fact that
Yes, fighters
perfect
have a
attacks
similar skill.
don't exist anymore in this game, and so as such,
On to the next slide.
once you set your photon art off, you can then just hold down the normal attack, and that will go off as soon as the photon art finishes. And then same thing with switching back to the
Says
photon art
something
again.
about improvement of accuracy of fire, but what does that mean?
When the normal attack of a launcher is charged first, it transforms into a spread bullet which hits multiple enemies in an area of effect. You can also tighten the area of effect of this spread bullet if you hold forwards as you shoot your charged shot.
I see. So that's what accuracy of fire meant.
So you can change how you attack freely depending on whether enemies are bunched up or not.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very much. Next slide now, please. Lastly, we got Force and Tector.
We're obviously not seeing everything here. I would expect Hunter and Fighter are probably going to have two. In fact, I would expect all the classes to have two new skills here. Just because otherwise you'd have an imbalance in the number of skills between each class, and the number of cocoons and towers, at least in terms of closed beta tests, was equal to the number of skill points that you could get.
Affect you and the surrounding players by increasing attack and defense for a period of time. It can be abbreviated as shift deba as well.
I see. So it's a buff skill.
If you have the PP recovery boost when you use Shift Deba, the natural PP recovery will also be increased with its effect. But this affects other players as well.
Correct. It will affect others as well.
Which means you might want one person in your party with that skill.
It says it's only
Yeah, I
for the
was
main
I was
class.
saying
But what does that
during
mean?
the closed beta test, or possibly after that, that it would make sense at least for each group to have at least one Tector that's just dedicated to doing what they do with Shift and D-band, even if that means
So
one
that's
out of
what
a
they
party of
meant.
32.
There are skills for each class.
It
that
really
can
doesn't
only be
make
used
much
as a
sense
main
to
class
stack
other
it
than
more than
what
one
we
as
use
of
this
right
time,
now.
serving as unique skills that represent the class.
Thanks for the additional info. Next slide, please. Other new elements, huh? Is there perhaps information that wasn't in the footage?
Yes, so let's start with that part. First, the global
So
version
voice
of
chat
the
being enabled, we've had that on global for a while. I've always turned it off. This is new for the Japanese players.
Limited to usage with party members. However, you will not be able to use this in the cloud version, so keep that in mind.
NGS is very
They're
active
talking
on
about the
NGS.
cloud version. They mean the
Now
Nintendo
trying to
Switch and the
that.
PC
This is
cloud
helpful.
version, which we're not going to have on the global side. At least I hope we're not going to have cloud on the global side. Lag would be too much there.
Next is preset skills, which has a low chance of it being on dropped weapons and armor. The preset skill cannot be transferred to other equipment, so it will be exclusive to that weapon alone. At launch, there will be a preset skill that increases the power of the weapon for all weapon categories, and one which mitigates damage and all armor categories.
That sounds like the augments that are in PSO2 right now. I'm not quite sure why they're making a fuss
Yes,
over it.
each skill has up to 5 levels and will be random. The higher the level, the stronger the effect. But there isn't too big of a difference between them, so when you do get a weapon with a preset skill, do go ahead and use it long term by upgrading it.
I tried out the simplified movement and the gather party members features when I played, but they sure were useful.
With the press of a single button, you can cause a whole lot of damage with ease.
In fact, I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if that
For
wasn't
someone like
taking
me
one of your
that
augment
feels a lot
slots.
of pressure, this is
If you're
really,
trying to
really
build your own
convenient.
weapon, it might actually be preferential
It
to
even
not
kept an eye
receive
on
that.
the PP levels.
It might be really convenient when you want to focus on leveling up.
Ah, okay.
Right.
There are times where it feels like you gotta keep taking out the same enemy over and over. At times like that, when you know it's gonna be an easy fight anyway.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's really helpful. So that's
Oh yeah, I'm talking like endgame max
Please
level
give us
stuff.
the next information.
Yes, next is information about the AC Scratch that will be released in June when the official service begins. First, please take a look at this video.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Soldier line.
Oh, cute.
あら何ターバン的な
Like a turban.
あこれもなんか
Oh, this is also something with a lot of fabric.
And that looked like a cast. Oh hey, a cast can put a rocket on their back.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Oh, cute.
Oh, that might be good. Do your best. Oh, that's a cute move.
Well, we were expecting the number 4 to be next. We just weren't sure when it was gonna come out. I don't think we have 1, 2, and 3 on global yet, actually. Oh wow, they're actually giving new movement types to Cass? And of course, they're keeping the SG Scratch to be for the character costumes themselves for the NPCs.
Yeah, wonderful. Cute. Cool.
Although I guess this time they're not doing it at the end of whatever they're gonna call
was
it,
some good
if it's gonna
eye
be an
contact just
episode or
now.
something else.
That was cute just now.
Oh, there's a new bald haircut
Their
there.
tongue color is different.
Yeah, it was.
違ったね
That was a little bizarre.
They're putting stamps in the SG Scratch.
あ
This is kind of... Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and I guess this is the
Yeah,
next
cool.
AC Scratch.
What?
Whoa.
あこれかわいい
Oh, this is cute.
What? I wouldn't be able to make up my mind.
Nice beard
I
there.
see. Ah, cute.
I guess, Wolfric? Although, in PSO2, you also had, like, the wedding bell show up in the lobby.
I want to do that in a place with a nice view.
やれやれ
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, you can even change what your motion,
That was really-
what your
oh, very
idle and
different.
glide motions are.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, seriously, give us
really
wings
fun
that
just
flap,
now.
please.
いろいろ追加されて
There was a lot added.
じゃあスライド見ましょうかはいさあまずはAC スクラッチ
AC Scratch Ticket Soldier Line, which contains new items such as soldier outfits from Central City and Alio Town. Any outfit catch your fancy, Yunoshi-san?
Second from the left, the guy that looks like a traveler.
The thing that looks like a turban? A bit gaudy though.
I really like that one.
I mean, it's not really gonna
What do you
take
think,
much
Eli?
to make that work.
Which one?
Take
The
like
one on the far right with the guy with the thing. on his
the
face
Atrum
with
wings and just make them flap.
Yeah, that's something, all right.
あれでなんか見えや
Do you think their eyes get hot? Hard for them to see?
Yeah, it looks like Tai would be hard to see.
I'm interested in the outfits, of course. But what is that action with their hand on their hip?
Last time we introduced the crawl, which allows you to change your swimming motion. This is an item that allows you to change your idle pose.
Even more detail.
By the way, there's a charge for the scratch, yes? How much does it cost per purchase?
Yes, it's the same as in the current PSO2 game, 200 AC per purchase. So you can think of it as about 200 yen.
Alright, so
Thank you
200
so
AC
much.
per
Let's try
AC
to sell it at
scratch.
10,000 AC then.
I'll go and do that.
As in the current PSO2, there is an AC swap shop where you can exchange your unwanted prizes for specific items. NGS's swap shop will not accept prizes obtained from PSO2's AC scratch. The recycle badge will be a different item called the NAC recycle badge.
I see. So current
Alright,
PSO2
so NAC
users need to be
recyclable
careful.
badge. Are they keeping what they said about the free AC
Let's
scratch
move on to
per
the next
day?
slide. SG Scratch Passionate Spirit. Costumes for Aina and Galore are available at SG Scratches. So the outfits that allow you to become Aina and Galore, which were just introduced in the last episode, will be available.
The animated stamps and figure emotes that were introduced in the last episode are also available here. What's the difference between the SG Scratch and the AC Scratch that was introduced earlier? I guess you can buy them with SG, right?
Yes, SG can be purchased with AC, which are paid currency, but they can also be accumulated by playing the game without paying. In addition, AC scratch prizes can be traded with other users via personal shop. However, SG scratch prizes cannot be traded.
I see.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Will the SG Scratch be the same price as the current PSO2?
There are some additional
I can't
details that were
believe
not
I
shown
am
in
like
the
immediately
Let's go to the
considering
next
using
slide.
up some of my 16,000 SG on some of that stuff.
The amount per purchase will become 50 SG, compared to
Okay,
the current
50
20
SG.
per purchase in PSO2.
For the Star
Wow,
Gems.
so it's cheaper.
For every 40 purchases, you can get one scratch ticket prize slip as a bonus.
Okay, so it wasn't an an AC scratch that was free, but an SG scratch that's free.
Exchange tickets from the swap shop, as in the current Japanese version of PSO.
So they actually did
There will
keep their
also
promise
be
on
an
that.
SG scratch that can be pulled once a day for free.
And you know
without
that makes
SG.
sense because AC is tradable in the
Let's
player
go on
shop.
to the next slide. AC Scratch Wedding Celebration. New items like wedding wear, modern clothing, and more. So since it's June, that means June Bride, right?
That's correct.
There's a lot here, but the dress on the far left is amazing, isn't it?
It's very pretty, isn't it?
I want to have my favorite character wear it.
Make my bride, right?
And the second from the right is so cute, right? The one that kind of looks like a school uniform. Wow, cute.
Looks like a prep school kid's uniform.
The men's outfits.
You
are
know what? I
cute,
hadn't
too.
even noticed
That's
that.
a
Thank
nice
you for the
prize.
alert.
Also, there's an item on the bottom right.
Yes, this is an item that can be used to change the motion of the photon glide.
I want it.
Yeah, it's like you come down standing up, like skydiving.
Yeah, you look like you could really fly with it.
It does, doesn't it? And that's all.
Okay,
for the
so that
scratch
dive
information.
motion is actually an
So this is
AC
the end of the
bonus
main
that
new
you get.
information about the game. But Hiro, there's still more you want to introduce today, isn't there?
Yes, we'll be launching the service in June. Some more announcements here. As I mentioned on the previous broadcast from May 12th, we are currently holding the Road to New Genesis campaign. We'll be holding a campaign using social media and a character item giveaway, where you can get items that can be transferred to PSO2 NGS. In addition, there will be a countdown login bonus
Aha!
7 days before the start
Let's see.
of the PSO2 NGS service. Next slide, please. There will be a Level Up Support Boost event that will give all leveling quests a boost of plus 400% experience. The success rate of item enhancement and augment addition will be increased. The boosted enhancement campaign is also available. Next slide, please.
So this is all the stuff that's currently
The
running,
PSO2
basically.
NGS Coming Soon Welcome Back campaign is also underway. This is a great opportunity to invite new and returning players to join your team and play together.
Sounds good. Everybody please come back to the game.
Let's play together.
And I would like to make an additional announcement about a new campaign today. Next slide, please. The PSO2 NGS Rocket Start campaign will be held simultaneously with the launch of NGS. During this period, if you complete the story, you will receive an NGS accessory, Saturn earrings. In addition to the Story Clear campaign, there will also be a Level Up campaign, where players will receive stamps for raising their character's class level.
Okay, so they want you to get through the story, they want you to level up your class.
There will be a campaign in which players can receive
They want
useful items
you
for
to
playing at a later date by registering a friend or joining a team.
register
during
other
the
players as
campaign
friends,
period.
join an alliance. So apparently there's going to be some sort of an
It's
alliance
important for your
function
online game to
within
blast
New
off to a
Genesis.
good start right after
And then,
the
of course,
service
there's a
launch.
launch
Everyone will
celebration.
join in so as not to miss the wave. Now, I heard that you have some more new information for those who want to make a good start.
Yes. In the last broadcast, we introduced the starter package, the Founders Pack, for the Japanese version of the game that will be available in August. However, today, I'd like to introduce a different Founders Pack that will be available upon the launch of the game. Please check out this video.
Yeah, that was interesting that that first one was from like a month into launch. And we got a new Rappy outfit.
Oh, I see.
Cute.
You fight like that?
And you can just change it at will what color it is.
Really stands out. Rappy.
And the Rappy idle animation.
Oh, even though I'm not wearing it. Okay.
So you don't need to use the emote anymore for that.
Glide Rappy. It's flapping around.
And there's flapping wings!
Yup, flapping.
That's funny that it sends out feathers behind him.
This is nice. Rappy. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm probably picking that up.
Cute. Very cute.
Cute.
In conjunction with the launch of PSO2 NGS, PSO2 NGS...
And it also comes with a bunch of stuff to help you get started in terms of your gear, it looks like, as well. So, it comes with premium material storage, some boosters, as well as the Monotype, Duomite, and Trinite, which is used to upgrade your weapons, as well as photon chunks and quartz as well.
From each store.
So those will help you get to a level 3 potential on your weapon.
Glide Rappy was so cute.
Yeah, it was.
Even without the Rappy suit?
Yeah, it looks like you can enjoy with both.
They sprouted wings too.
Yeah, they did.
It seems so nice. Make sure you get it and try it out for yourself.
Looks like the price is $48.99.
Have for us before and after the service launch. I heard that today you're also going to introduce the roadmap for after the launch of NGS.
Alright, here comes the roadmap.
Yes, next slide, please. First, as I've already mentioned, when I talked about the game officially going into service in June, the Elio region will be released.
Region? Is that correct?
Yes, in NGS, the fields that will be added in updates will be distributed in these regions. As I said, there are 6 initial classes. Also, the initial level cap is 20.
Alright, so Braver and Bouncer are confirmed.
Yes, in NGS, there's an indicator.
And the
called
initial
combat
level
power,
cap is
which
20, but then
different
in
from the level.
winter, I guess then we'll be going into the desert area and a level cap of 35.
Combat power.
If you're level 20, it doesn't seem that hard to level up. I guess I can even
And the
try out
mission
other
pass is
classes.
back. So that explains why they took it out in PSO2.
That's right. We'd like you to play with a variety of classes and weapons. While web-based events are a regular occurrence,
What are
this will be
defense
the
quests?
first time that both Japanese and global events will be held together. In addition, in August, the 7th class Braver...
Yeah, that's going to be exciting, having Global finally participating in the WebLink events.
Are the weapons, of course, the katana and bullet bow?
And then, of course, we got Trigger Quest coming back. No surprise there. It's strange that they're waiting on the title system, though.
In addition, the system to share the information of PSO2's MAG evolution device to NGS's MAG will be implemented at this time. The ability to remove the appearance of MAGs at will, which was requested by many during the closed beta test, will also be implemented at the same time. The comment from the development team was, "We apologize for the delay."
It's okay, things must be tough though. Good luck to the development team. We'll be waiting for you.
A new class, the Bouncer, will be implemented in autumn. Of course, the corresponding weapons will be the Jet Boosts and the Dual Blade.
I can imagine what the dual blade is. What kind of weapon is the jet boots?
Well, they're boots with jets on them.
It's a get-a-sandal-like weapon, with a blade attached to the sole of the shoe. It's a unique sci-fi
Lord
weapon
Samuel,
that
the
can
server
only be found
did
in the
manage to
PSO2
hold up
series, and
for
it
everybody that
always
hit the
floats
thing
in the air
on
while
Global. It was pretty
Oh,
much
it sounds like
stable,
fun.
aside from when they were actually
Yes,
trying to
it's one of
stress
the most
test the
popular
servers.
weapons. I actually
And the only thing that really happened there was there was some lag on the servers. The servers would never actually crash for
And there are
Global.
other things coming in the fall, like trigger quests, mission passes, and the title system. These areas are familiar content from the current PSO2, aren't they?
As for the title system, achievement titles that count for something are not counted. We're planning on counting achievements that were created before the system was implemented back in the past.
That's a relief.
Also, when winter comes around, NGS will undergo its first major update with new regions and more open fields. In addition, the level cap will be increased to 35, and new skills and techniques will be implemented at the same time, so please look forward to it.
Talk about the subspace vehicle, you cowards!
Will be coming.
いやー、これは目白押しですね、今年中もね。さあ、まだね、サービスにね。
It hasn't even launched yet. Let's enjoy the Alio region first.
Oh, right.
And Hiro, I heard that you have more information about the roadmap?
Yes, I'd like to add some more information. Next,
Oh,
as
the
with
old
photon
pets onto
arts
them?
and techniques, pets obtained in PSO2 cannot be used as summoner abilities in NGS. However, there are many users who are attached to their pets,
And
so
it
we are
looks
currently
like
considering
Luster
a
may be
plan
coming
to
back
incorporate
after
a
summoner
new system
releases.
for NGS in the future.
Although it might not have that name.
However, in
But
this
that's
case, information
apparently
such
the
as
10th
pet growth
class.
status and candy boxes will not be shared.
Oh, well, I guess.
Next, I'd like to make an announcement about the Gunblade weapon. In all 9 classes, including the initial 6 classes and the 3 classes to be implemented, the Gunblade cannot be used. In the next update, after the release of Summoner, a 10th new class will be introduced that will use the Gunblade as its exclusive weapon. In the next update, after the release of Summoner, a 10th new class will be introduced that will use the Gunslash as its exclusive weapon. The development team commented, "We want to make sure it's as good as it can be, so please give us some time."
It would be difficult to suddenly update everything in NGS that has been updated in PSO2 over the past 9 years. I'm sure it will take some time, but we'll be working on it as needed, so let's just wait and see.
Yes, we appreciate your patience. So that's all the information we have for you today about NGS.
Yes, Hiro, thank you again for all the information.
What do you mean that's all the information?
Participation in the program for now. He'll be joining us again later. Give it up
Isn't
for
there like
official
something
navigator Hiro
important
Arai.
missing? Like
Thank you very much.
the release date? And I'm not talking about the
Well,
release
let's
date
move
of the
on with the
game.
next
What about
corner
the
then.
benchmark?
Yunosi, take it from here.
The next corner is this. Do you know hashtag PSO2 NGS? For those of you who don't know about the big updates to NGS yet, we've asked PSO2 series users to spread the word about it by writing an acrostic poem.
Last time we were on the air, we were thinking in terms of A-I-N-A.
Yes, like the new character, Aina.
Yes, indeed. We were looking for acrostic poems via these 4 letters.
In the last broadcast, we asked for AINA poems for the new character, Aina. We got a lot of fun submissions from many users. I'd like to introduce you to a selection of the works that have been submitted this time. And the first one is this, from Ogami Jinro.
Let's go. Aina.
Aina, our first meeting, innumerable adventures, never-ending character creation, arcs adventure anew. This was good, really well put together. This was like the perfect example, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great. Although
Yeah, what
they
I
used
put together
Aina's
for
name
this
the
was a
first
new
few
story
words,
in the
little
future,
lapse in
new
creativity
threats
there.
and mystery
I
abound.
guess so, but it's still really good.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for your submission.
Thank you.
Let's continue.
The next one is this, from Marina. Again tomorrow. In each other's company we enjoy, near, here, with our friends, all together we join. This is great.
Again tomorrow. Every day. Every day.
Every day. We can't sleep.
Never sleep. Become a zombie.
It's nice to have friends.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
The next one I'm going to introduce is from the global users. We asked all users of the global version of PSO2 NGS to post a message using the hashtag PSO2 NGS acrostic poem.
In Japan, we call acrostic poem an A-I-U-E-O poem, after the vowels.
I hope I can read it.
All right, take it away, Yunosi.
Persona, the masked ship.
The global ones are hard to peel off.
Seems that way. Okay, here we go. Adventures with friends. I want to enjoy. New dreams and goals. All for us to play. Did I get it? Did I do okay?
Yeah, you did well. You got it. It says hamburgers are delicious.
It's pretty long, isn't it? I should have asked Hiro about the English. I don't have confidence in this, but it was beautiful.
So I wonder what letters they're going to ask for this time when they set out another one of these.
Well.
Yeah, it is. But that's good.
Next, please.
The next one is this, from Kanade. Another wayward this way. Interesting ways to tweak things around.
If I had to guess, maybe they would choose from one of the operators for their names to do an acrostic with.
Moving forward. This is great. You really feel the love.
Your character.
Another way or this way. Interesting ways to tweak things around.
Interesting ways to tweak things around. I think their focus was on the tweaking and twisting. Once you finish messing with one part, you want to go back and fix up another.
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Interesting ways to tweak things around. Well, I just put this eye here, but now that I look at it...
I want to move it over here. Oh, I get it, I get it. Thank you for all your entries. That's all for the Do You Know hashtag PSO2 NGS Corner.
We're running
Oh,
out
I
of
guess they're
time
not
to
doing
the
one this time.
program. Let's get down to our regularly scheduled That Project. NGS Mission. And now, as always, I'm going to ask you to come up with a broadcast original pose that you would like to copy.
Oh, they're doing a
I've done
pose
poses
this
for
time.
Prologue
It's been a
1,
few of
2,
these
and
since
3, but
they
all
last
of
did a
them have been
pose.
on hold until
I think
now.
it was Prologue 2 the last time we saw one.
Good though?
Yeah, that's also on hold.
I checked online.
Did lots of people tell you yours was good?
Yeah, actually they did. You want me to send you screenshots as proof?
This isn't about throwing evidence around. This is about whether or not people want to mimic your pose.
Yes, that's true.
So this time, for everyone, I'm going to take the lead.
Finally, Iwai is taking the challenge.
Yeah, I don't normally do things like this.
Between now and the previous broadcast, the pressure has gone up though, hasn't it?
I really don't like doing things like this.
Oh, please do.
I will try.
I'm looking forward to it.
All I gotta do is say NGS while making a pose, right?
You gotta think about it. Are you ready?
Okay, what do you think? Am I a cute liver? See.
I'm right in front of you. You won't even look me in the eye. All right.
NGS.
Trying to get up onto his tippy toes there, looks like.
What do you think?
A little weird.
A little? A little is more than enough for these kind of things. If you do something really funny too much, it loses its charm quickly.
I like the way you said NGS. It was cute.
I specifically put no effort in between each letter.
Iwai, let me try the challenge one more time.
Oh, see, you're trying to compete with me? Why do you even want to do this?
This is like our one chance, right?
That's right, because it will become an official pose.
That's why I want to give it my all. You win by trying, am I right?
Oh, I see. Playing the number game.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to a more powerful pose than last time.
You just raised the bar. I was just planning on winning via number rather than skill.
See, are you ready? Okay, this isn't live, Okay, let's go.
Then let's see it.
What? You did it! That girly thing!
Yeah, girly.
I should have done that.
I made the end with my fingertips and then blew a kiss and sent it flying.
You did?
Yeah, I could see that as an alternate
Yeah, I
emote
guess
for the
so.
first one that we got.
The graphics team would just put in the other letters for me. But can I ask you guys to do that? Staff?
Only people in the U.S. might get this one, but I think she's basically doing a Clarissa
By the way,
explains it
who
all.
will judge this time?
How about
Except
we
in
call
this case, it's
somebody for the
NGS.
occasion? Hito!
Oh, he's back. Welcome back.
Ah,
Let's have
Hero's
Hito
back!
decide which pose is better.
What an immense responsibility.
Well then, did you make a decision, Hito?
Yes, I did.
Well then, let us know. Who's the victor?
The winner is Iwai-san's pose.
Yeah!
No way!
I did it!
No way!
It's all about the spirit. My spirit was bursting from my body. That's what that pose did.
But you messed up on the S.
I actually found that cute.
Okay, I can see that. It was cute. I can't believe it.
Sounds good to me. So, Hiro, does this selection mean anything special?
Yes, we've talked about this before. We'll be adding it as an emote in a future update of PSO2 NGS.
But
Everyone up until now did terrible poses.
But I did it twice.
And you lost twice. That's that. It's fair.
There's
I
actually
can't believe
one
they
more
said that.
Pose I haven't used.
That's right. They had us prepare 2 poses.
Oh man, I was really confident in my pose. Hiro, isn't there anything you can do?
I don't really have that authority.
Hey, check out the cue card. It says, the development team says, okay.
チーム
Oh, what a
出
twist.
ましたねちょっと開発チームユノシーさんちょっと肩入れしてるんじゃないですかこっちが採用されたんですよ
それ言ったら今井さんずるいじゃないですか。
じゃあ何どう2つとも採用ってことですか
Since the development team said it's okay, we'll add Unicy's pose as an emote as well, as a special treat.
チームの言いなり
Yay! Thank you, Hero and the development team.
But still not sure when it will be used as an actual emote yet, right?
Yes, while I can't say for sure when, we'll let you know when it's ready, so stay
ついに
tuned.
決まりました
Finally, we're gonna do lobby actions.
Yay!
使い直しますわ。
This N pose.
私が作っ
That's the one I made.
いいですね真っ先に撮ろう
I'm looking at chat right now, and they're all just calling for the release date at this point.
サービスイン
With every pre-service release, I feel the information slowly closing us into the release date, making things feel tighter, and the excitement is really tangible. I know I'm definitely gonna play it when it comes out, so I hope you guys will join me on in the gameplay.
いやだからなんかいろんなクラスとかが
With the information we got, like the new classes, I can already tell it's gonna be a lot of fun.
楽しみになってきますしまずね
One thing for sure is you want to get all the pre-release bonus goodies before you dive into the game.
どんどんそういうね成長を体感してくるのがやっぱりそうですね
Yes, I hope you all play it a lot.
And the service is going to finally be starting soon.
PSO2 NGS has been in the works since its announcement last summer and is now only a few days away from going into service. With the simultaneous launch of both the domestic and global versions of the game, it's our hope that current and newcomer PSO2 players in Japan and overseas will enjoy this game as much as we do. All of the staff, including myself, are looking forward to your continued support.
Well, today was certainly a rush of information, wasn't it?
Yes, it's just before the launch, so we've given out all the information we can.
Wait a second. Aren't you forgetting one thing?
One more
What are you
thing.
talking about? Are you gonna ask to do one more pose or something?
I don't want to do a pose that badly. Last time you mentioned that benchmark software would be released before the service launch. What
Finally,
happened
the
to that?
benchmark.
I thought you said it would be around the end of May.
Yes, Unicy, thank you very much for the introduction.
言わしたみたいな。やめてください。
Please check out this slide. Right after this broadcast ends, the benchmark software download will start from
It's
the official
releasing in
website.
19 minutes.
Right after?
Your NGS life starts today. We hope you'll download it to measure your environment and experience character creation firsthand.
All right, well, I guess this stream is going to go for a little bit
Oh my
longer here
God,
then.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
Yes, we'd like you to upload your character creation to social media. We hope that everyone will join us in celebrating the eve of the launch of NGS. In addition, just before the launch of the service,
It might not be on a store. It might be directly on the
all the
website.
information we've released so far about PSO2 NGS. We'll be showing the footage at the end of this broadcast. There may be a little bit of new information in it, so don't miss it. Once again, thank you for joining us today. PSO2 NGS will be going into service very soon. Please look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
so I guess we're getting
Make
one
your
more
character,
trailer at the
wait
end of
for
this.
the release, have everyone know about the game, and have everyone share their experience.
多分
I'll probably doing so 2 or 3 hours immediately after.
さあということではい
今回もご視聴あり
Thank you
がとう
again for
ございました
watching this episode.
最後に
Finally, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.
最後にね特別 PV をご覧いただいて
Lastly, we'd like to leave you with this special video clip.
じゃあもう最後なんでね
So, let's end with everyone doing my pose that we just decided on, shall we?
これを皆さんでやってお別れ
This one?
しましょうか
こっち
This one.
グーですはい行き
なんだ
ましょう
Oh, we're standing up?
座りで
No, I guess not. Oh, we are?
グーで
Like this?
Bring your arms around and...
でかかって
And stand on the balls of your feet.
Hiro, you gonna do it with us?
Honestly, this is a little embarrassing.
You're the one that picked it.
This one?
Okay, everyone, on NGS. Ready?
はい行きますよ
Ready, pose! NGS!
Yes!
さよなら
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so that's the end of that. Let's take a look now at what they've got prepared for the end of this, I guess. Actually, it looks like it started to play and then they cut to this, so let's hope they restart the thing. Come on, team. Alright, hang on. Let me make sure. Is it possibly playing on the Japanese stream? Let me pull that up real quick here. Oh, there it is. They're coming back. And they're gone? I think they at least know that something went wrong here. Okay. Yeah, so something went wrong here on the global side, but it looks like it might have played on the Japanese side. So let me try to bring this up here. Alright, let's see. So I want to do this. And I'm going to do this real quick, and we're going to swap over to the Japanese stream. And we'll bring this up.
君のまだ知らない冒険がこの輝きの中にあまたの人々が集い語らい共に戦い成長する RPG このすべてを基本プレイ無料で遊び尽くせるこれはコンシューマーオンライン RPG のパイオニアが到達した一つの答え
So this looks like this might be like a TV spot or something.
まだ誰も見たことのない輝ける冒険の世界へ惑星ハルファ古よりここに住む人々を襲う敵ドールズとそれに立ち向かう戦士アークスたちその戦いは時代を超えて今も続く
ねえあれって
稀に空から降りてくる記憶を失った者たち
星渡りだ
彼らもまたアークスとしてアルファの民と共に戦いへ挑む
中の人大丈夫ですかよかったさあ捕まって私が相手をするわ
即戦力は大歓迎だ
詳しい話は歩きながらしよう
エアリオタウンからいらした方たちですね
アークスとして力を貸してくれると嬉しい
そしてここに新たなる星渡りが大地へ降り立つ究極を超えるキャラクタークリエイト
Okay, actually this is looking more like what they kind of did at the start of each episode, whenever they launched a new episode in PSO2. Alright, I'm gonna pause that there because it looks like they actually did start to roll the thing on the global side, so let me move this over now here. Alright, and...
Undiscovered venture lies within the radiant light.
Here we go.
An RPG where many gather, talk, fight, and grow together. All of this is entirely free to play. The pioneer of consumer online RPGs have reached one solution. So, let's venture out to a radiant world adventure that no one has seen before. On planet Halfer, dolls, have been terrorizing the people living here since long ago. And Arcs, the warriors, fight against these enemies. This battle has lasted generations, continuing to this day.
Lasted generations, okay.
Those who fall from the sky without memories.
It's a meteor.
As Arcs, they step up the fight along the side of people of Halfer.
Hello? Are you all right in there? Thank goodness. Here, take my hand. I'm taking it on.
Arcs could use more good fighters. I'll explain the mission as we head out.
You two are from Alio Town, isn't that right?
I believe Arcs could really use your help fighting it.
And now, a new meteor lands on planet Halfa. The ultimate character creator.
Nice to hear the English VAs for a change.
Choose one of the 4 races and customize their height, balance, facial features, and hair color. Enjoy picking from a large assortment of outfits and accessories. You can even customize the facial expressions and motions. Create another you with limitless combinations and head out to the new world of where everyone waits.
A toast to our new friend. Cheers!
The adventure takes place in a huge and seamless open field world. We have prepared 2 new actions for traversal. Sprint quickly with Photon Dash. And descend from above with Photon Glide. Experience exhilarating high-speed battles with these actions. Venture out into the exploration sectors with up to 32 players. Collect materials such as food and minerals with gathering. Enhance your weapons and items, or make quick food with these materials. There are also enemies that get stronger depending on the time of day and weather. Train up at cocoons and towers to prepare for the combat sectors. Keep a clear head and overcome the sudden trials which occur. Alarms will warn you of formidable enemies and fierce battles that wait you in urgent quest.
I don't know. I kind of want to say maybe they should have gone with a different voice for this one.
You come with me.
I'll help too.
Choose your favorite from the 6 base classes. Classes who specialize in direct attacks, hunter, fighter. Classes who excel ranged attacks, ranger, gunner. Classes who have high aptitude for techniques, force, Dictor. You can also choose subclasses to use their weapon for a total of 2 weapons. Fully utilize different weapons from 12 categories based on each class's strength. With multi-weapons, you can use 2 weapons on 1 palette without having to switch between them. For those who aren't good with complicated controls, simplified movement is perfect. With 1 push, you attack automatically based on range. Keep experimenting until you find the perfect fighting style for you.
Everybody, at the ready! Hurry!
Traditional communication features have also evolved. Talk with chat and cut in. Send stamps back and forth. And fully express yourself with emotes. Grow closer to your teammates with lots of fun interactions.
Large dolls unit approaching. It's directly above you.
Make your very own character, train them up, gather items, and challenge formidable enemies together with your friends. This entire adventure can be enjoyed for free.
What kind of dolls unit could have been?
There's absolutely no time to lose.
We better go.
Why must you fight? Why did you arrive here? A vast world that shines brightly with a curious radiance and new encounters. A never-ending adventure full of mystery begins here and now. PSO2 New Genesis launches in June.
Still says launches in June. There's no date in June. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that must be a raid boss then. Another Urgent Quest boss. Alright, so they're still not giving us a date on when this thing is actually launching, so that's an interesting choice, because now we're just days away from June, but it also tells me they might not launch it early. It might actually be launching in late June, so June 23rd now is looking more and more likely at this point. So, yeah, that's basically what we're looking at this point here. Alright, I'm gonna start checking the different websites and see if they have posted the benchmark yet. I'm not seeing it yet. Let me try the player website for New Genesis. Don't see it there. Anything on Twitter? No, nothing yet. And I'm monitoring for both the Japanese as well as the global side of things for on Twitter. So hopefully we will get some sort of hint of this shortly here, whenever this is going to come out. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Give me one moment here. Yeah, so yeah, basically at this point we're just waiting for that to come out now. The benchmark, and according to my clock here, it's going to be about 5 or 4 minutes from now, actually. Let's see. What is everybody else in that stream saying? I'm curious. Yeah, they're looking for the benchmark as well. So I guess it's gonna be any second at this point. Or in 4 minutes, I guess. But yeah, I guess the other thing is I did want to pull this back real quick and take a look at some of those dolls that they showed off.
Nice.
Let's see.
Not
This
to mention the
was...
sunset.
let me mute that. We want the dolls, which... Let's see. Here we go. So I wanted to try to find the hexagons on these. And, okay, we can kind of see one. You know what, I'm going to see if I can turn on my mouse here. Properties, capture mouse. Okay, you can see it. So, this kind of has the look of a hexagon, except it's got this little thing at the edge here. Let me play through this a little bit more. Oh, okay, Lord Samuel, let me look at that real quick here. What is this? I don't get it. Got it. Let's try to keep it to New Genesis here, please, Lord Samuel. Wait, I might have just seen it. It's blurry. I think this is it right here. I think this right here would be a hexagon. I'm hoping that that's not curved there. Unfortunately, the angle here isn't really helping. And it goes away a little too quickly there. But yeah, this is, at least for the moment, this is what I'm pointing at for this one, being a hexagon, and then looking at orc. And then for this one, see, we got some diamonds. Wait, no, there it is. There's the hexagon. Right there. So the theme of the hexagon continues on both of these new dolls. Nice. And of course, this all links back to the cloth that I found in the back on that boat in the closed beta test. All right, has this been posted yet? Not there. Not there. And not there either. Okay, so we're still waiting for them to post it up at this point. And at this point, they're actually a minute late on that. Let's see here. While we're waiting here, let me go ahead and turn this back on here. If I can. I'm trying to get the music back on that I had playing earlier. There we go. All right, at least we'll have this going until the benchmark actually comes out. But what did everybody think? I'm curious what everybody else is thinking here at this point. I mean, I'm really excited at this point. They still haven't given us a specific date here for the launch, but that again lends credence that we might be seeing it later in June than earlier in June. I guess let me also bring up NGS.PSO2.jp. Oh, that's that. That actually doesn't work. Okay. PSO2.jp. That's right. They closed down that earlier, or they closed down the player beta site on the Japanese side. Alright, so they have posted on the Japanese site here. I'm gonna bring this over. They did post this on the Japanese site, which is talking about the character creator here. But it doesn't seem to have an actual link here. Oh wait, here it is. Download. Okay, so before we go and start that download, let me go back to the global site and see if it's been posted yet. No, it doesn't look like it has. They're not saying anything on the Twitter. And let me refresh this real quick just to see if maybe they posted the link in here. Alright, this is... We'll skip through this. And so there's the closed beta test sign up, but that's already done for. We don't need to watch the trailer. NGS.PSO2.com. Just brings this up. And there's nothing on the player site. One other place to check is the forum, just to see if they posted it there instead, and I am not seeing it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this download off then. Maybe inside there's gonna be an English translation. Yeah, and it looks like I'm not the only one that's searching around for this here, so... So this will take a couple of minutes for it to download here. Actually, it looks like it's going to take about 7 minutes here. And Gideon, yes, it's just for PC so far. For the benchmark, I don't think you're going to see the benchmark on the Xbox. Okay, it's under Media, and then Benchmark. Okay, got it. Thank you very much there, Joyce C. Alright, so... let's go to Download. And... alright, I might need to... Oh wow, they hid the download button in the little text here. Alright, so let me cancel the other one. And yeah, so this is going to take about, on my connection, about 8 minutes for it to come down here. And I hope that this isn't going to cause issues with the stream here as it's coming down. It really shouldn't, but there's a small chance. Yeah, this has all the typical things regarding the software license. You know what? While we're waiting here, I do actually have, like, the old benchmarks. Why don't I pull one of those up here while we're waiting? Just for fun. Let's see here. This being for the original PSO2, so we can kind of get a sense of comparison here. Let's see if I can link this up. So we'll do a new window capture, and yeah, we'll do that, and stretch this across. Yeah, so this is the original PSO2 benchmark. The real original benchmark. This is like, as far as I'm aware, nobody has this anymore. You might be able to find the episode 2.1, which came out after this, and then there's the one that is hosted on Ark's Lair. That's the episode 4.1, but as far as I'm aware, nobody has this benchmark anymore except me. Oops, I didn't want chat to get lost there, but it's, but yeah, quite literally, you're just running through the city here. Dark Ragna shows up. And next, you're in the forest. And there's going to be a ship waiting for us. And yeah, this thing is so old that it doesn't even know what Windows version this is. It just says Microsoft build 9200 64-bit. But yeah, my current rig pulls a 43277 out of that. So that's just a fun little comparison here. Yeah, this was the very first benchmark that they ever put out. We'll go ahead and close this out now. How is this coming down at this point? It's about 60% done. So, you know what? We got a little bit more time. I'll pull up the episode 4.1 as well.
Sega.
And let me see if I can get the capture working. Alright, I gotta fix the stretch on this now, because I had to stretch the other one. Give me a moment. That goes there. That goes there. Alright. And benchmark. No, I don't think New Genesis is going to take that long to download. It's going to start out a lot smaller than PSO2 did. Note the Brappy in the back there. Oops. And here come the Phantoms. Or Phantasms. So anybody that watched my episode 4 trailer that I put out last year, some of those scenes came from this benchmark. It was a little... If you knew what this benchmark was, this was a little Easter egg for you. Our Braver standing there, firing off an arrow, and an arrow takes down the attack helicopter. What a meme that is. Although I guess it also worked in Avatar. Now that I think about it. Oh yeah, Risa would definitely love to be shooting everything here. That's the downloading, the download finishing here. So, I keep using audio. I'll let this finish, and then I'll start to unpack that, because I'm sure that's going to take a minute or two here, and then. And here comes Train Ghidorah. This was an introduction that you never really got to see while it was in the middle of the city like this here. Alright, so at least here it recognizes that it's Windows 10. So that's that comparison. Alright, let me close this out. And let me start to unpack this character creator. We'll say extract. This will be done in about 20 seconds or so, it says. Yeah, Train Ghidorah was definitely an interesting boss the first time you fought it. Let me see here. Now, I wonder if I still have... Ah! Okay, I do still have it. I still have the third of the benchmarks as well. So, let me get this installing, and then we'll pop that up while we're waiting for it. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. It's only about 5% complete. So, let me pop this up. And let me get the window capture going. There we go. And we'll run this one as well. So this one started you out in the volcanic caves. And this was the one that they did for episode 2. We have a random Vol Dragon here. Actually, this whole thing is centered around dragons. Or Dragonkin, or Draconians. Whatever. Although you do have some random Rappies as well. Okay, it looks like it just finished installing. I'll let this finish up here, and then we'll move over to the new Genesis benchmark. Because really, where are you ever going to see all three of these packaged together like this? There's one more scene after this. Hello, Kuna. And this one takes us to the Dragon Altar, or the Dragon Sanctuary. That's a good point. I have no idea. It's kind of surprising they actually didn't try to do that in one of these benchmarks. At least I don't think they did. So again, to clarify the order on this, we saw the first one first, Then we saw the third one, which was created for Episode 4, and now this is the second one that was created for Episode 2. Okay, and this one is thinking I'm running Windows 8, so only the Episode 4 one really got what was going on here. Alright, let's go ahead and close this out. The new benchmark is installed. Let's go ahead and pop that up. Now let me just check the environment settings real quick here. Okay, virtual screen. Okay. Alright, start. And now I gotta pull this up next. Alright, here we go! So, let's take a look at the one created for New Genesis now. And no, Gideon, the Episode 4 one was the last one they ever created, and I think the reason for that is because they started work on New Genesis back during the time of Episode 5. Okay, fine on that. Okay, let's go options. I'm gonna set that to global focus here. And we're gonna turn bloom off, or not bloom, but we're gonna turn blur off, but then I'm gonna keep everything else turned on, anti-aliasing all the way up, particle quality all the way up. No, gonna turn that off. We don't want automatic adjustment. Alright, and okay, I think that's everything. So let's go into character creation. And I'm going to go ahead and create my cast again, that I did in the closed beta test. And hey, here's that new cast type that they showed off first in Prologue 3. So nice to see that they added this in for the benchmark here. But we're going to go with this one. We're going to go edit. We're going to start with the cast parts. So we're going to make this blue all the way. This one becomes red. No, actually that was blue right there. And then this was yellow then. Yeah, there we go. And then looks like they give us some accessories to work with, but not a ton here. Looks like this one just blinds me, to be honest. Looks like we still got the same base stickers from PSO2 here. Alright, I'll make myself tall. Gonna need some long arms for that sword. That's looking pretty close here. Okay. And then if we go to change motion, let me see here. So yeah, they give you a whole bunch of different options for what your standby pose is. Let's see. I'll go with simple here. And... oh, you can even change how you land. Okay. And then... okay, it looks like you don't have options for your voice type in here, so that's something you'll need to keep in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and start this benchmark. Ah, we're getting an instrumental version here. That rifle looks a little too small in my hands, to be honest. Alright, so 6,048, and that is with everything turned way, way up. So now the question is going to be, how can I improve this here? Let me go back out to the graphics settings here. I think what I did was, I had FXAA, and then, anisotropy at 4 times during the beta. And then I might have turned off fur rendering as well. Alright, let's see what that does here. And I did turn the volume down this time here a little bit. Yeah, pretty wide variance in the frames there. Okay, so that gave me around 300 extra points there or so. So that's at least one improvement I was able to make in terms of the score. And of course, you know, if I pull this further down in terms of the graphics, then of course I'd be able to do even better on that. But that was just a quick change that I made there. All right. So yeah, that's the benchmark. Why don't we try real quick and maybe create one more character here together. And why don't we just try to make them, you know, as crazy as we can here. And yeah, Lord Samuel, I would definitely say that there are also some optimizations that Sega needs to make. And I'm hoping that they're going to make those before this comes out. Alright, let's go ahead and create a Newman here. Yeah, I don't know about a dwarf. I've got something else in mind. Although, it might still work. We'll see. Let's start with the face. And we're just gonna throw the proportions way out of whack here. Eyebrows go up, eyebrows go down. Let's see here. Now that's an interesting hairstyle. It's not really hair, it's just... I don't know what you want to call that. But I'll take it. In terms of color... yeah, let's make it a... Let's just make it a green hair. Alright, now for the neck area... we can pretty much make them as big or as small as we want them to be here. How about no neck? And we'll just put them down like this. Alright, for the eyes, we'll do that. And yeah, we'll go with yellow eyes. We'll turn off the syncing. Now, of course, this is a feature that's carried over for the Dooman, so nothing too crazy here. Alright, we'll make them really small eyes, and we're just gonna put them wide apart like that. Alright, and next... okay, that's starting to get the look. Alright, and... okay. That eye goes right, all the way like that. And this one goes... kinda like this. Okay. In terms of eyelashes, yeah, I guess we'll go with that type. And why don't we make it just a straight red here for the eyelashes? Alright, moving on to the nose. Pretty straight nose there. Alright, onto the mouth. Like I said, we're just trying to create this as crazy as we can here. We're already getting some good results, I think. There we go. Oh, poor guy, he's actually licking his costume here. Alright, so if we keep going, then we can do this with their lips. Alright, and then we have the different types of ears available. We're gonna stick with the Newman ears. And we'll go ahead and open those up all the way. Kinda like that. And let's give him a horn as well. I guess we'll put it straight down like that. Alright, and then the makeup. Yeah, let's put the face guard on them. Okay, so that's the head. Let's now move over to the body type. Oh, actually, physique is what we need next. So, we can make them all the way tall. We can shrink them down to 156. Now, I'm trying to remember if that's as tall, or rather, if that's as short as they are, or that they can be on the Japanese version or not. I haven't kept track of that number in a while. Let's see. We can also make them pretty darn big here if we want to. But no, I think let's make them skinny, like really, really skinny for how tall they are. And pull their shoulders all the way up. And we'll give them really small hands. Like, really, really small arms and hands. Like, no thickness to them whatsoever. And now we'll adjust the waist. If anything, this is where we can maybe give them a little bit of girth to their body. If their legs weren't so tall, that is. And those are gonna be really thin legs and feet. Alright, let's see. Let's now pick out their skin color. Of course, we can pretty much make it any color that we want it to be here. I'm thinking maybe something like that. Kind of like a blue-green. And then for the subcolor of their skin, maybe push it more towards blue. And with that, let's adjust the glossiness. And there we go. Now they're starting to look like they actually don't have skin and it's like a fake skin. We really can't see the muscularity here. Alright, next let's take a look at body paint. Actually, I don't know if we're actually able to see any of these. Yeah, we can't. So, alright. Next let's move on to the layering wear. So, we've got the mate set on right now. Oh yeah, I'm sure Radix is gonna have a great time with this. Of course, we can switch over to the PSO2 costumes if we want to. Alright, as for the color of the costume, let's go for kind of a gray there. And we'll give it a little bit of a blue trim at the top there. And then I don't think... yeah, we only have one choice for the inner wear. Now we do have outfits for PSO2 here, but that's not really gonna do anything for us here. Can't hide any ornaments, and Subble Wubble, thanks for tuning in. Let's try putting some accessories on them. Of course, we can mix and match between the old PSO2 and the new Genesis accessories here with no problems whatsoever. And as for the sticker... yeah, I don't see it on them here. So I guess it's not gonna change much here. Alright. As for the standby pose, let's go simple 2. And we'll go simple 2 as well. There. Alright, and I think that creates our second character here. So, let's go ahead and confirm this. What do we want to call them? Why don't we go with Barrel? And let's take a look at what they look like in action here. Oh yeah, that's the plan here. So far, it's not that bad, actually. Oh, right at the end there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a perfect shot right at the end. All right. So yeah, that's the character creator. Of course, there are a ton of other options available in here for you to try out. Definitely go ahead and give it a download here if you haven't already. Again, if you don't know where it is, let me bring this back up here real quick. Let's see here. And if you go to on the actually we need PSO2.com here. If you go under media, you're gonna find benchmark under here, and this gives you access to it, the basic information, including how to use it, and this is gonna say here. Looks like if you're anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000, you're going to get average score. If you're less than 5,000, then potentially you may have performance problems while running the game. And of course, if you're above 10,000, then you're going to be just fine. Now, I'm running on a 2080 here for my graphics card, which tells me that they may have had the RTX 3000 series in mind for this game, so yeah. Either that or something is holding my system back. I don't think that's what's going on because I'm not running anything else right now. So just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, when you're ready to pull it down, just go to download. Be aware that the button is actually right here, the download button. For whatever reason they decided to hide it, which is not the right thing you want to do. So, download is right here, give it a click, it'll start pulling down a 2.8 gigabyte file, extract that and run the installer, and then that'll show up in your start menu. So, yeah, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this, but at this point I need to, I actually need to get ready for work here today. So, this is where I'm going to call it for today. But definitely thank you for tuning in, and checking out my reaction of the fourth prologue for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. We learned a ton of new information today. We still don't have a launch day for PSO2 New Genesis, but as I said before, because we don't have a date on that yet, I'm now expecting we're probably going to be looking at around June 23rd for the actual launch of the game. or at least I'm hoping that that's what it's going to be at this point, because June 9th, that would be basically 2 weeks from now, and that, let me put it this way, a lot of businesses, they like to get at least a 2-week notice if you're going to be taking time off for work, or rather from work. So yeah, please, Hero, give us a date so we can set up our time off from work. Yeah, regardless, I am looking forward to the launch of the game, whenever it does finally come out in June. It's gonna be a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to experiencing it all with all of you. We know there's still gonna be alliance functions within PSO2 New Genesis, although we haven't heard anything about there being like some sort of a room yet for alliances, but maybe that'll come up later on. But yeah, with all that said, I'm going to sign out here for now. Thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time.